Hello, today we're going to walk through how to take form responses, bring that into TidyHQ, updating custom fields specifically, and we can also create smart groups based on those custom fields to group certain contacts together. So before we begin creating our Zap, I do have a Google form created with just a name and email and whether or not someone has an RSA certificate, which we will have the RSA certificate as our custom field in this example. To create a custom field, it's very easy to do, just going to our organizational settings, custom fields, and then at the top, new custom field. So I'll call this has RSA certificate. We'll have this be a checkbox, and we can say anyone can edit it on their public profile. We'll save that. So now we can get started with our Zap. So we'll create a Zap. And our trigger will be from that Google form, that volunteer information form we had earlier. And whenever we receive a new form response, we'll link our account and we'll search for that form. And now we'll test the trigger so we have those example fields from the form to use for later. So we'll continue with this first response. And now we want to find the contact in TidyHQ to update. So the event is to find the contact. Again, linking our account. And for this, I'm just going to use the email from that Google form. And we can test the step, make sure that we are getting a contact back. Beautiful. So now I want to update this contact. I want to set the custom field from that Google form. So searching for TidyHQ as that's the app, and then in the event, updating a contact. We'll continue, linking our account. And now the Tidy assigned identifier for contact we got from the find contact step. So let's go to custom and search for Tidy assigned identifier. And now we can go down to has RSA certificate. What you'll notice is that sometimes it might not always match. So we have a checkbox in TidyHQ which has true or false, but our form has yes or no as the options. So what you might need to do is add an additional step to format or change the data. So we'll be able to map from yes to true and no to false. So we'll use the formatter by Zapier and use this utilities option and find the lookup table option. And we want to do this based on that RSA certificate. And now we can say yes means true and no means false. We'll continue. We can test this to make sure that in this case we do get true from that. And now back to our update step. We can edit the action. And now we can go to custom and get the result from this formatter. So we'll continue. We can test this step. Beautiful. So now in TidyHQ, if I refresh the page for this contact, you'll see has RSA certificate is now true or yes, as seen here. So the last thing to do is to create a smart group. So if you go to contacts and then new smart group, we'll say RSA certified, and we can add a filter based on that custom field is true, and we'll save that. So this won't update instantly for whenever a new contact is updated, but it updates usually within 24 hours. In this case, Kevin Hart has been added straight away. So this can be useful if you want to say, hey, who's everyone who's volunteered who has this particular attribute. So we'll jump back to our Zap. We're almost done. The last step to do is to give a name for the Zap. So I'll call this RSA certified form to TidyHQ. And all you need to do now is publish your Zap. So now whenever there's a Google form response, that will update your custom field in TidyHQ, and then TidyHQ in the background will then update your smart group.